It's no secret that for most of us, 2020 has been a bit of a strange year to buy a new bike. With so many bikes out of stock in the shops and online, I turned to the second-hand market to find my new ride. I've had my enduro bike for a few months now and it's an awesome bike, but I wanted to share with you my experiences of buying something used. Firstly, this bike is freaking amazing.
Oh, this is a fun little turn.
I was pretty stoked to find the exact bike I wanted at a price I was willing to pay, which is a fraction of the price of buying it new. When riding it, it has been everything that I thought it would be. However, there are a couple of points where I haven't been able to ride this bike, and that's what I wanted to share with you. If you know what you want, the second-hand bike market can be a great place to pick up a bargain. However, you never quite know what condition the bikes are in. Before you agree to buy any bike, you need to give it a good check over and a test ride. When I do this, I go through all the major components of the bike from top to bottom, checking everything from the frame, suspension, wheels, the linkage, and to see what condition the brakes, chain and rear cassette are in. A great indicator of how well someone has taken care of their bike is also how clean it is. When buying a used bike, don't be afraid to take your time and ask as many questions as you need. You can never be certain that you've properly checked every little thing, but a thorough check can help you ensure that there aren't too many things wrong with it. I did all of this to the best of my abilities when looking at my bike, but after a week it started having issues. I snapped about 3 chains and we couldn't figure out why. I eventually found a dodgy tooth in one of the cassette rings that was causing the chain issues in a certain gear. After sorting that, I was checking over the suspension pivots after a ride and I noticed the main pivot bolt was deteriorating and needed some attention. Despite checking the bike over when I got it, I ended up booking it into my local bike shop to have the issues sorted and to also have a service to make sure nothing else would go wrong. I had to wait a couple of weeks to get my bike back, which was frustrating in itself. So was this such a good deal? After buying my bike originally for $1,800, I spent £70 on new parts like chains and suspension pivots and around £100 on the service and labour. So in total the bike has now cost me around £2,000, which is still a better deal than buying a brand new bike. But every time something went wrong, it meant I couldn't ride it for a while and eventually I started to trust the bike less. Now, every time when I ride, I find myself holding back just a bit in case something else goes wrong, which will end up costing me more money and stopping me from being able to ride.
Should have hit that.
Now, this is an awesome bike, no doubt. Like I said, its performance when I'm riding is superb. However, in this case, perhaps buying a used bike has backfired a little bit. So the big question, would I buy a used bike again? Well, on one hand, yes, I probably would, because you can still get a great deal, but I would certainly be a lot more cautious in doing so. But on the other hand, I've been looking at brand new bikes that I know will be flawless from the off, that are guaranteed to have no issues or previous owners. Either way, if you're buying used or new, it's a trade-off between cost and reliability, and it depends which one you're looking for. So what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear your good and bad experiences of buying used bikes in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.